Hi guys, welcome again to my channel. Today I am going to discuss on how to use Google Classroom. How to create class in Google Classroom. First, you have to create your Gmail account, then sign in. After that, you have to go to Google Classroom, hit this Google Classroom, then you can see this. So for the first time you cannot see this because you are not yet created your class. So now you have to create your class. So you have to hit this plus button and you can see the join class and create class. For the instructor, you have to hit this create class. When you click this create class, this will come out. Then you have to check this box and click continue. Next, after you click continue, this window will come out. Then you have to type here, for example, math, then section 2-0000, then subject inject, then room A1. Then you have to click this create. After that, this window will come out. Then if you click this, so this is the one you had created a while ago, this class, mathematics or math. So if you click this, you can see this. So these are the classes that I had created before. So for my subject, which is IChem, so these are the sections. Yan, 185, 194, 203, 212, 245. So I will choose to open the IChem 2-0185. I will click this one. So this one will come out, this one, you see. So how to create classwork. So now the stream is highlighted. You have to transfer to classwork. You have to click this one. So this one will come out. So these are all the here you can see the quizzes for the exam, laboratory exercises, final exam. So this one I had created before, so that's why you can see this as an example. So if you want to create, click create. So something like this, so click create. So when you click create, this will come out. So you want to create assignment to your student, you can click this. Quiz or exam to your student, you can click this. Questionnaire, study material, you can click this, or you can create topic, you can click this. So I will choose quiz assignment. So I will continue in this topic because my previous recording was being paused, and I didn't know that it will, or it was stop recording. So I will continue. So I will click the quiz assignment. I will click the quiz assignment because I have to assign quiz to my student. So this one will come out. So here there is a title here which is blank in this area. So, and if this is blank, this assign button will not be highlighted. So this is gray color. After you type here, so now I type quiz number 1, open and close parenthesis, IChem, which is my subject, and the class code 2-0000, and here I type the instruction. After answering, click submit. So here, if you have already, you see when you type here, the assign button is highlighted into blue or whatever color. And here you can see here there is a blank quiz Google Forms. So if you have already created to your Google Drive, so you have to hit this X, place this X. But now we have not yet created, we use this blank quiz. So if I click this blank quiz, there is a questionnaire window appear like this, but here there is no question and answer. So I just show you here. So first you have to type here, for example, quiz number 1, open and close parenthesis, IChem, and here also somewhere here you just scroll this one and you type also same days and date and time. So it's up to you. So here you have to type the you have to type the question, and then for example, differentiate boiler water and engine coolant water. So I type this one, put question mark. So here you can choose whether multiple choice, short answer, paragraph answer, or just click this one and you can select what you want. So I select multiple choice, and there is choices here, the option here, the 2 option appear. So you just click add option so that you can have this all 4. So I type the answers, this one, so on. After that, so you cannot see this when you type. So you have to click the answer key. When you click the answer key, you have also click the required. So this required button or switch, means if you own this switch, the student cannot submit the request without answering this one. So this should answer this one because you click this, you switch on this required. So when you click this answer key, this one will come out. So there is no answer there highlighted. So for example, this is the correct answer. So you have to click this and this check will come out, and you have to click here and write, for example, 1 point or 2 points or 10 points. It's up to you what you want. So when you assign here, this will, when you put 1 here, this will add here total points. So you just click done and you return to previous window. So I would like to explain this plus button. When you click this plus button, there is another window created here, and you can write your question and answer. So here you can attach picture, you can attach video, up to you what you want, but I cannot memorize all of this, but you just put the cursor and there is a explanation of what is this. So you just put the cursor like this. So after that, you click done, and when you click done, you come back in this window. Now in order for you to get the response from your student, you have to click this gear button. So you have to click this. When you click this gear button, this one will appear. So you have to be sure to check this collect email addresses. This means that your student, the responses of your student will be submitted to you. Otherwise, if you forget this, you cannot get their score. So be sure to to check this. So it's up to you to check this response receipts. If you check this, they have their in their questionnaire that you assign to them. They have to check also there, and they can receive the receipts from you, the receipts that they have already submitted. But if not, so they will not receive the receipts. So for me, I don't like to check this. So don't forget to check also the limit to 1 response, because if you forgot to check this, they will do the exam repeatedly, and for me, I don't like that. I want only 1 response. So once they submit, they cannot exam again. Otherwise, you create another exam to assign them. So here, respondents can edit after. So I don't want to check this one. It's up to you. So you click this presentation, and you can see this. Check this show progress bar. So it's up to you. If you click here and you write something here, it's up to you. Then click the quizzes. You can see this window. So if already switch on, so no need to touch, but be sure that this switch is switch on. If switch off, if this switch is switch off, which is in the left side, you have to check the papers of your student one by one, and it is a big headache for you because a lot of students you have to check their papers one by one. So if you have exam 100 items and you have student 170 students, then you have to check 1700. Then it is not it can make you upset. So don't forget to switch on this, make this a quiz. As you can read here, assign, if you switch on this will assign point values to questions and allow auto marking. So the exam or the quiz itself will give the score as long as the student hit the correct answer. So here, release mark immediately after its submission. If this one already switch on, it's up to you if you change. Meaning this, after the student submitted, they can see immediately their score. But for me, I don't want that. I want the later after manual review, because there is a button in the other window that you can release the score. You can click the button and send their score. So here, respondent can see miss question and correct answers, and there is also down here, I did not scroll, point values. So all of this I don't want to check. So it's up to you if you want to check. But for me, in my idea, if they can see the correct answer, they will give to their classmates the correct answer, and this will become a leakage. So for me, I don't want to check. So after that, don't forget to click save. When you click save, then you return to this window. Otherwise, if the page or the window will not return automatically here, then you can click this and you return to this window. So here you have still a blank quiz, but you have already created, which is already saved in your Google Drive. So you just hit this X, click this X, so this one will appear. But before that, when you place this X, you have to click this add button, and this one will appear. So a while ago you already created the quiz, so you just click Google Drive. So you cannot, in other system, if you are not if you did not intend to have a score automatically, you can assign another quiz. You can use this, which is already the quiz is already from your computer, but now we are using the Google Drive to Google Drive or the Google form, which is in your save in your Google Drive, we use to create a quiz or exam. So click this Google Drive and you can see this, the quiz you created a while ago, or you created before. So you have to click this and click add. Then now you have already the quiz number 1, which you had created before. Then be sure to click this here and save draft. But this everything you did in the Google Drive will be saved automatically. You can see this one. But for sure, for your own so that you think that you are sure that you already saved, so you can click here and save draft. So now you can save, you can see this window. By the way, you also click here the arrow like this here, and for example this one is quiz, you click quiz. So later I will show you how to do this if there is no entry here. So here you can add also 10 points, 10 items or 10 points if you want, because if you do, you click this one, will automatically update here. But for sure you can also manually put here how many items or points here. So click this one, and then you can come back to your previous window, which is this one. So now do not it is premature to you are not yet done, so do not click this assign. So you just click here or close, and then this will send to you in this window. Now you can see here save draft, because you are not yet assigning. So save draft, you click this one you click here, this one will no, I will show you the one I told you before. You have to click this gear button. When you click this one will appear. So just use this up and to scroll up and down, this one. So you can see this. So click add mark category, which I had shown you before, and then there is a blank line here. So you just type here, for example here quizzes, type quizzes, and 10 items or 10 points here. And do not forget also to click this one, this arrow, and click total points, and then click save. So once you type something here, this one will become blue. You click save. So when you click save, you return in this window. Otherwise you click this one to return in this window. So now you have your quiz in draft status. So draft. So click this. When you click that one, you can see this. Click edit assignment. So you return this window. So now you are ready to click the mark category. So click the arrow here. This will come out. So these are all I had created before. So here, since you are creating quiz, you have to assign quiz to your students. You create this quiz, then this will automatically update into 10 points. Otherwise you have to manually input here 10. So now you have to assign to your student. Do not click assign now. So click this to check. So this will come out. So this will automatically assign all students. So if you want to assign only some student, so uncheck here all students, and you assign, for example, Alaba, Rosado, Balani, Kaga. So it's up to you. So after that, you just click here so that you can return to previous window. Or if you want to assign to all students, so just click all students. So next, now you are ready to assign. So in my example, I assign only one student. So now I click assign. When I click assign, this will automatically return to this window. Otherwise, or maybe in other window, but you have to come back in this window. So I click this. So the student will see the quizzes you assign. So this is an example for my students before. I put the example here. So the students click this one and this one will come out. So I assign 4 quizzes in my student. That's why there are 4 quizzes here. So you see here down in the bottom, assign. So the student. Now, for example, if I am the student, so I choose, for example, to take the quiz or exam first, the quiz number 8. So I click this one will appear, then I can start the exam. But I have first to write the email address here, because this one, the asterisk button, is required. So the student cannot submit their quiz or exam without writing or typing or entering their email address here. After that, if I am the students, I start to answer. For example, I choose option 2, or which is which answer I chose. So I chose option 2. Then I click this one. Then I scroll to continue to answer all the questions. And when I complete answering, I click submit. When I click submit, my quiz will be sent to my instructor, and my instructor, so this is the part for the instructor, how to check the score of the student. So here there is for sure a ball pen or a pen, but this is just covered by my camera, that's why you cannot see. But for sure there is a pen in this area. You just click this pen and this will come out. So if this come out, you just click responses. So I have here 28 responses. So 28 student submitted to me. So click responses. When I click responses, this one will come out. So now you can see the score of the student automatically by using this one. You have to scroll down, but for me this one is more convenient compared to this, because here the score here, there are a lot of also of questions there, so I don't want that. But here, if you want to release the score, you have to scroll this one and there is a score in this window here, and then you have to click the release score and send via email. Now I want to see the score of my student, so I click this spreadsheet. So when I click this spreadsheet, there is a window, small window appear in here, and there is a question, create, or I forgot the other one. You just click create. When you click create, there is a spreadsheet generated and will appear here in the what we call here the taskbar will appear here. And then when you create when you click the spreadsheet, this one will appear, and now you can see the score of your student. So this one, now you can proceed to transfer the score from the grading sheet from your school, which you have to use. So here now, so this one will automatically save in your Google Drive. So here you can see every time will if you change here will automatically saving. Now you have to return in this window. So you can click this one or click this one and you return, or it's up to you how you return to the previous window. So you can see here this one. So this one the student use already, this one the instructor use already. This one, if you want to see your student, click this one and you can see all your student here. But be careful, you read all what it is here, the actions, because maybe you can delete all your student, and that is also a headache, because you have to require your student to join your class again, or perhaps all the scores will be also deleted. So we do not know. So be careful, everything you click, you have to read. So you can see your student here, but now we need this marks window. When you click this one will appear, this window. So now, since you have already score in your spreadsheet, for example, you assign this student, so you just manually write the score in here, and this return. So click this return here will become black. So click return, and there's a window here, small window, click return. So when you click return, this score will automatically send to your student, and there is also a class overall mark will automatically calculated here. But if this one will not appear, I will show you how to do in order the grades to appear here. So you just click this gear button. When I click this one will appear. So scroll down, you have to click this arrow and click total points and click save. Then you return to this window. So you can see here the grades automatically calculated. So how much, for example, this one all I assign to my students, how much you input here will automatically calculated here. So now there is a reminder, important reminder, in order not to lose your work. So I will scroll to the to this window. So once the student already submitted to you and you have already the responses, do not touch this button here. This is other. Do not touch this button, because if you touch this button and you change the setting which you set before, this one you set already. If you touch this button and you come back in this one and you switch off this one, the score of your student will be gone, because I tried it before. All the score of my student gone, and I cannot recover it. I cannot find it anymore. So do not touch this one once the student submitted already to you, or there is already responses from your student. Do not touch this, all of this, this one, all of this. Do not touch. So well, so we are here already. So we are done with here, in here. So here, all you need to do, I will further explain everything you do, you assign assignment to your student, quiz, you assign quiz or exam, this one also I did not use this before, but you have to make questionnaire. You can use this one. I always create questionnaire in my Google Drives, which is you can find here. When you hit this button, then you can see a lot of application here, and there is a triangle symbol icon, which is Google Drive. You can go to there and create your quizzes, and it will save automatically. So here you can also create questionnaire. You can if you click this one, you can upload PowerPoint, video. You can show to your student. You can give link. The student can go to YouTube or Google. It's up to you. But all of the classwork will be created in here. You create also topic here. So, for example, I chose assignment. I assign to my student assign video to watch for my student. So I click assignment. So when I click assignment, this will come out, but this one will not come out. This portion here is blank, and here is not highlighted to blue. So you have to write here. For example, I write here PowerPoint or video. Then I write the instruction, watch this video of marine boilers. Then I create add. So if you have files, the video saved in your Google Drive, you can click Google Drive. If you have a link, you can create link. So I did not do it this before, and also this YouTube, but if you want, you have to explore. It's up to you. So I give you example now. This one, file, add file. So you click this one. When you click this one, because I have already files in my computer, which I have to assign to my student. So when you click this file, this one will appear. Click files from your device, which is your computer. This one I give example, IChem exam instruction example. So I click open. When I click open, this one will appear here. So if you want to add more files, just click add more files, then click upload. So when you do that, so your files will be sent in here. So now you can write here topic, what you want. So now you have to assign to your student. Click this one. When you click that one, so you just click all students, or this is automatically will be there is already check all of the box. But if you want to assign only some of your students, uncheck this one and check the student you want. So just click here so that you can come back to your previous window. So now you are ready to assign. So you have to post. Click post. So when you click post, you automatically return in this window. Otherwise, if this window automatically appear, click this and you come back in this window. Now this is the example I had assigned to my students quizzes. So for example, if this is the assignment which you had created a while ago, then the student can click, then it will appear something like this. So here I just click here in the classwork because I did not click the post. This is just for example, but anyway, you are I already explained to you all the basic, but here there is the one you have created before, but here the status is dropped because I did not click the post. So that's it. So all the basics of the how to use Google Classroom I already explained to you. You are done for the instructor. Now we will proceed to the student, for the student side. So here for the student, I created this instruction for my student so that they can join in my class in Google Classroom. So this is only example. You can create your own because I created this for my student, but some of the information here is you can follow. So I instruct to my students, all students of IChem. IChem is my subject. So these are the code. So 185, 194, 203, 212, 245. So I instruct to my students, create your Gmail account, Google account ASAP. Once created, write your username and password, then keep it in order not to forget. Then I instruct to my student, go to Google, type Gmail, then sign in or log in using your user name and password. So here in this site, the student will click create your Google account, Google accounts. Then when the student clicks, this one will appear. So this one, I hope, or we hope the students can understand or can do this. This is not a big deal. So after that, once the student created, I instruct the student sign in your Gmail account and then go to Google, then type Google Classroom, then click Google Classroom. So this one will appear. So these are the one I had created for my student. These are the classes I created for my student. So for the side of my students, I wrote here for the students. You can see this plus button. Click this plus button, then click join class for the student, and the instructor click create class for the instructor for to create these classes. Now the student create the plus button, then this one will appear. Click join class, this one the instruction, and this one will appear. So this one will appear only. I wrote here the code here is only example. So this code is I sent to my student so that they can join to my class. So when the students see this, for example, my students belong to 185, 194, 203, 212, 405. For the students belongs to 2-0185, the students can enter this code to here. They click join. Remember that the student cannot join here if they don't sign in their Google account or Gmail account. So tell your student to sign in first to their Gmail account so that they can join here. So when a student write this or type this code here and click join, and if the student successfully join, then your student only already enrolled in your class. So here I write to my students, once you are in Google Classroom, I will give you the final exam. So for some students belongs to here, they will enter this code and join. So you are done for the. If you found this video helpful, then click thumbs up, and please don't forget to click subscribe, and thanks for watching on this video.